Hey, and welcome to module 5.3, sending traffic to the lead magnet. So in this video, you are going to get a quick little overview on how it all works together in setting up an ad and connecting that ad to your ask for email address flow. Again, this is just a simple overview video, so sit back, relax, take it all in. And without further ado, let's just hop in right away. And just like that, you are inside the Clever Messenger app again. And in this short little video, we are going to demonstrate how to set up an ad on Facebook, a click to Messenger ad, so that once people click on that ad, they directly move over to Messenger where they receive your ask for email address flow, which then goes over into actually generating that email lead and the delivery of the actual lead magnet. Now this video is going to be a little bit different. I'm going to first head in with the page we created, Clever Messenger Training, and then I'm going to hop over to our real Clever Messenger page because I want to actually set up the ad for real on my account. So with that said, to summarize, I'm first going to showcase which details you actually need to get to in order to set up your ad. But then the actual resources we are going to use are, which will all make sense in just a bit. So the first thing we actually need to locate is the flow. And in order to navigate to your flows, we click on dashboard right here, go to the left side right here under automation and go to flows. There we go. Then we would like to send people who click on the ad to the ask for email address flow. And this is where we are going to go right now. So simply clicking the actions button right there and clicking on edit, which basically redirects us to this flow. Then I want to send this flow to users, or at least a part of it, because I really want them to see the email address request right away. So we are going to skip these two cards right here. So let me just zoom in right here. As you remember, we lead in the flow with an image card showcasing the guide and then a text card right here. However, the ad they are going to click on already states a similar message as to what they see right here and here. So what we are going to use for an ad is actually a video scrolling over the guide. And then in the headline of the ad, it basically says something like, do you want these 309 valuable stats and insights sent to you? Something like that. And then it goes over on the click to this thing right here. So it seems kind of redundant. Actually it is. To actually send another image and a text card, we want to have a path of least resistance. So less friction actually generates more leads. At least that's what our testing tells us. So what we can do is actually cut in right here on the ask for email address card, and all we need to do is navigate to click to Messenger ads right here and copy this entire thing and actually put that in the place that Facebook wants it to have. This makes sure that that message on click actually gets sent out and that all the other buttons actually work as they normally should. I know it might seem a little bit daunting, but it's actually very, very easy to set up. So let me just go over to our ad account right here. There we go. And as you can see right here, we already filtered on click to Messenger, and this pops up the click to Messenger campaign we created in, I think, in just 1 minute flat. At first, I'm going to go through it before actually setting this up so that you actually know how to set these things up. It's very, very easy. So let me just navigate to... As a matter of fact, I already got it selected, so I can just click on edit right here. And I'm just going to move from top to bottom and mention what you should enable, disable, or put, which is, I think, very, very easy to follow. So from the top, we have a campaign name. This can be anything you wish, but we love to keep it simple. So we just named it as it is. We are going to run a click to Messenger ads campaign. So we are going to call this click to Messenger campaign. We disabled the special ad categories. As a matter of fact, it already comes disabled. So we left the setting as is, and that is off right there. Then we are going to go to campaign details right here, and we are running an auction, and we selected the messaging type. Then we simply scroll down. We are not doing anything funky with A/B split testing, and we enabled the campaign budget optimization. Now, this is disabled by default. However, we actually like to have this enabled. This means that Facebook is going to do the heavy lifting for you. Facebook's AI is so smart. I don't even dare to actually go against that kind of intelligence. I mean, they got all the data, and that's why we actually want to use campaign budget optimization, or CBO, if you will. And this basically places the budget on the campaign level instead of the ad set level. This makes budgeting very easy as well. We are going to go ahead with a $20 a day budget. If you don't have the funds to actually spend $20 a day, try $10 a day. You can even go lower, but my recommendation is always to go with at least $10 a day. This actually gets you a little bit more leeway, so to speak, in order to get that first data in, so that you can actually use the data to optimize. But again, click-to-messenger ads are hot right now. Very, very lucrative, and it seems that in some cases they are actually favored over other ads, so that's pretty cool as well. And that's all there's to it for the campaign level right there. Now we're going to go to the ad set level, and we do this by clicking right here on click to messenger ad set. There we go. And again, we are going to keep things simple. We name this click to messenger ad set. Then on the message destination, we selected messenger, and from the drop down we actually selected click to messenger. We do not want to send a sponsored message. A sponsored message is basically a paid broadcast so that you can reach people after the 24 hours. However, what we are going to create is actually an ad you typically see inside Facebook, but once they actually click on that ad, it opens Messenger and it generates, in this case, the email, and it delivers the guide. So there we go. Moving down right here. Again, here it says budget and schedule. Now you can disregard the budget stuff right here because we have chosen to go with campaign budget optimization, or CBO if you will. So right here we only have to put in the schedule, basically the start date and time when you want to run your ads. I've chosen to have them live at midnight. This basically gives us a full 24 hours to properly optimize. But this is not like a recommendation. That's something I actually prefer. You can actually just move them live right away once you publish them. It doesn't really matter. Then moving on to audience right here. So right here we actually tailored it to our situation. We obviously are selling Clever Messenger as a tool for businesses, and we mainly target these locations right here. So that's Australia, Canada, United Kingdom, New Zealand, and United States, mainly the English speaking countries. We are selecting the age, the entire age group. So that's 18 till 65 plus, all genders, and people who match these interests and behaviors. So that's Facebook for business and business page admins. And then there's one thing I would like to show you. This is disabled by default, but for this specific setup, we actually tick the box. So Facebook actually does a little bit more of that heavy lifting I was actually talking a little bit earlier about. So it actually does what it says right here: reach people beyond your detailed targeting selections when it's likely to improve performance. Facebook actually only shows those ads to people that perhaps do not actually fit this entire group we actually have specified right here. But if Facebook actually thinks that it might improve the performance, then by ticking this box, we actually give them the approval to search for those people as well. Now for languages, we actually left it at all languages, which is fine. Then under show more options, we have all people, which we just left as is as well. Now, obviously, over at Clever Messenger, we are selling a tool for business owners and marketers. So we are targeting these people because they fit our current demographic. Now, of course, this is our situation, and this is actually where you need to make sure that where you do your due diligence in order to set your targeting, for example. See, because it doesn't make sense if you're, for example, a bakery in Germany, then you don't want to target those countries right here. You would probably want to target the people in your, so that only those people that actually live near the bakery you own get that click to messenger ad in their feed. So I hope that makes sense. This is where you actually need to be a little bit more specific and tailor this to your specific situation. So make sure that you choose the right interests and the right locations for this setup. Then on placements, you can actually go for automatic placements. However, we opted in for manual placements because the creative we use is not available on stories, the ads you see between stories. So that's why we actually disabled it on stories. However, if you have a creative that actually works on stories, for us it was a size issue, but if you actually have a creative that works all abroad, by all means, just opt for automatic placements because this allows Facebook to do the heavy work for you again, right? So opt for automatic placements, but if you see that on the ad level it actually gives you an error that some things don't seem to work, then go for manual placements and disable the ones you would like to disable. So again, like we simply tick this box right here and we disabled the ads to be shown on stories right here by simply ticking that box. Very, very easy stuff. But again, if you set up automatic placements, you won't see this entire thing at all. And by doing so, Facebook will place the ads in an optimized way for you. Then going all the way down where it says optimization and delivery. There's actually nothing we can do with this setup. See, even if I try to click on it, everything is denied because this is what Facebook wants for this specific setup. So again, you don't have to do anything right here. Moving on to the actual setup of the ad. So we're going to go a level deeper right now. And again, I'm going to take you from the top. There we go. And I'm going to call this ad Click to Messenger ad. We selected our Facebook page, we selected our Instagram account, and right here under ad setup, we can actually use an existing post. By all means, if you have a post that you think that will perform well, go ahead. But in this case, you don't have a post created yet that actually delivers your lead magnet or promises something in turn for that click and their email address. In that case, you want to go with create ad. And what we did right here is opt for a single image or video. Then moving on right here under add creative, we actually uploaded the video that we would like to use in our ad. There we go. Expand. Go to the desktop newsfeed. There we go. So this is our actual ad. It actually says, want a free report including 309 valuable chatbot stats and insights. Topped it off with a couple of emojis, and this is the actual video, which is just 5 seconds scrolling over the guide right there. Too fast to actually read things over. So if people actually want to receive this guide, the only thing they need to do is basically click on this button right here. To give that button a little bit more emphasis, we changed the default text to receive in Messenger and have a emoji, a finger emoji pointing to the button there as well. Pretty easy stuff, guys. So right here under media, we selected the video. You can actually choose to upload it, change the thumbnail if you want as well. Facebook actually chose this thumbnail, and that's the one we actually want, so that's good. Then moving on to primary text right here. This is the text you actually see on top right before the video. Want a free report including 309 valuable chatbot stats and insights. A couple of emojis right there. We set up the headline to say receive in Messenger. It's that little thing right here. And in case there is a description on the ad, we added 309 valuable chatbot stats and insights as well in this description. Again, an emoji pointing to the right because the description usually goes under the headline and we want to point to that button. Now that's all there is actually to it for setting up the creative. Now we want to send a message. So that's why we actually selected send message right there from the drop down here as well. And right here under message template, we actually have our template set up. We have chosen to go with the ask for email template we created earlier, right before this video actually. And what you would like to do is basically create a new one and select add setup and add it. So that's something we are going to show to you after this summary is over, so that you can actually see how that is set up. Now the final step is actually the tracking step. We do conversion tracking with the Facebook pixel. Right here we selected our Facebook pixel that goes with this page, and that is all there is to it. Then if you are satisfied with the entire thing, you can simply go ahead and publish.